Yo, back again with another video, and today I'm going to show you guys the new way to evolve players in NBA 2K22 MyTeam, because 2K actually ended up adding a new feature to evolve players, and you can actually evolve them without even playing a single game. And you heard me correctly, you can evolve players without playing a single game in MyTeam, so you're able to evolve players instantly. And now before we do get started, if you guys could do me one big favor, make sure to leave a like right on the video, it helps out a lot, and also make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications on, that we don't miss any future videos. And also let me know down below in the comments right now your favorite card in MyTeam. And without further ado, we're gonna get right into it. So 2K ended up adding a new feature for evo cards. At the moment, you guys can see it right here. Bailey, I gotta get 300 points, I gotta grab 50 rebounds, I gotta make 15 dunks, and I gotta get 10 blocks as well on top of that. And they ended up doing that with all the other players too. Ben Simmons, you gotta score 300 points, gotta get 100 assists, make 25 dunks. Now before they ended up adding the new system, the best way to evolve players was basically get into like a domination game on rookie, get all the points you need, the blocks, the rebounds, the dunks, and so on. But now they ended up adding a new feature, and the way that you do it is you actually go over here to the exchange, and you can see right here, if you go to the players, you got Paul George, you got Will Chamberlain, you got Gilbert Arenas, you got Bailey. These are all the new evolution cards we ended up getting. I ended up doing a pack opening. You're not gonna believe what I pulled. Definitely check out that video after this one. And so basically with these new evolution players, 2K ended up adding a new way to evo them. And so the exchange right here is what you're going to be using to evo players instantly. You guys can see Paul George as well. He's already a 98 overall Galaxy Opal. Same with Will Chamberlain, Gilbert Arenas, and Bailey is already a 97. You guys saw earlier he was a pink diamond before the evolution. And so once you go into the exchange, you guys can basically pick whatever player you want to evo. We'll use Bailey as an example. Once you click on him, you can see the requirements. So you do need a pink diamond Bailey, you do need the level up card on top of that too, and I'll show you guys how to get that in a little bit. But basically once you end up getting both pieces, you end up adding them. So right here I would add the pink diamond one, and then I would add the level up card too, and then once I end up adding both of those, I end up unlocking the Galaxy Opal Bailey without having to get the points, the rebounds, the blocks, everything. I would literally get it instantly, and I'll show you guys exactly how that works. I'm gonna use Kevin Porter Jr. right here. We'll end up unlocking him. He does become a pink diamond, so we're gonna add the diamond one, and then we're gonna press and hold square right here. That way we end up getting it. So we're gonna add it, and I do also want to remind you guys, once you end up putting in stuff in the exchange, it's gone forever. Like, you don't get it back. So that diamond that we just ended up putting into the exchange, it's gone forever. So we ended up locking that in, and then next up we gotta do the level up card. So we'll do the same thing. We'll press and hold square, and then bam, it's taking it in. It's gonna explode right here, and bam, once it's gone forever. And just like that, we end up getting the pink diamond Kevin Porter Jr. So I literally just evolved that player without playing a single game of my team. I didn't get any points, I didn't do anything. Now you can still do it the old way too. Like, if you don't have the level up cards, you can still go out there, play the games, get the points, and get all the requirements done, and they still evo regularly. But if you do want to do it instantly, the exchange is the way to do it. It's a new system that 2K ended up adding. So we end up getting the pink diamond Kevin Porter Jr. And so once you lock in the diamond and the level up card, those are gone. And once you end up getting that player that you ended up evolving, he actually goes into your nice little reward queue, and then you end up getting it there. And so right here you guys can see the pack. It's going to be the pink diamond Kevin Porter Jr. that you end up getting for the exchange, and we're gonna open it right here. So it is going to be a pink diamond that you end up getting. It's gonna be the same thing for every single card. So it's gonna be the same thing for Paul George, for Will Chamberlain, for Gilbert Arenas, for every single player. You end up unlocking it once you lock in those two things. And I was kind of curious to see exactly how it worked. And so right here we're gonna end up redeeming him. It's gonna be East Coast shooting guard. It's gonna be number 4. It's gonna be from the Cavaliers. It's going to be Kevin Porter Jr. And so this is the new system that 2K ended up adding with the new evolution cards. I do wonder if they'll do it for future evolutions too, or maybe even previous evolutions. Maybe they'll add something for those. And I'm gonna show you guys how to get those level up event cards, because they are going to be event cards. You do end up using them for the exchange, as you guys saw earlier with Kevin Porter Jr. So we end up getting the pink diamond one. It's gonna be the same thing for every single player. And I'm also gonna evo some more players in a bit too. I just wanted to get Kevin Porter Jr. right here. He is now a pink diamond 95 instead of the diamond one. He'll get added to the collection. And I do want to check something about the exchange too. So if you go back into the exchange, I do want to see, can you still do it again? So you go to the players, and let's see, is Kevin Porter Jr. still available? So he's not. So once you end up doing it one time, you cannot keep doing it. So make sure that you keep that in mind as well. With the new system, it does look like you can only do it one time. So Kevin Porter Jr. right here, we can't do it again. So we can do it with the other players on top of that. So we're gonna do like Anderson. Let's see if I have both of these items too. So yeah, we have both of them, and look at that right there. Make 53 pointers, get 20 assists, get 10 steals. You can definitely do that, but you can also do the exchange. So instead of doing that and going out there and playing some games, you can just go out here to the exchange, and then you just end up locking in once again these players. So we're gonna lock in the diamond one, we're gonna exchange it, so we're gonna put it in. And so that diamond right there is once again locked in forever. And then after you do that one, you go over here to the level up one, and then you add the level up one as well. Press and hold square. We're gonna press and hold it. It's gonna take it in, and then once you end up doing that, look at that, you end up getting the pink diamond Derek Anderson as well. So that right there is how you evo players instantly. right away in my team without even having to play a game. And we'll open that pack in a little bit, but first I do want to show you guys how to get the level up cards, because I'm sure you're probably wondering, how do you get those? How do you get the level up cards to instantly evo players in my team? So you go to the collections, you go to the premium, and it is going to be right there under the level up collection, and you do go all the way to the right, so you press R2, and then right here you guys can see Kevin Porter Jr. You end up pressing R2 once again, and you can see all the level up event cards. Now these are going to be event cards. The way that you get this is either you open packs or you get them in the auction house. Those are the two ways that you do end up getting them, even though I do want 2K to add maybe an exchange for some of them, maybe a random level up card, maybe a way to just get some free ones on top of that too, instead of just opening packs. But the two ways of getting them are through the auction house or opening packs. You guys can see we have right here a level up exchange for Bailey. We got the Ben Simmons one, and you guys can definitely go through every single one. So right now we ended up using the Kevin Porter Jr. one, and so I definitely could have sold it. I could have used it, which I ended up using it. You can definitely make some MT right here. If you go through the collections and you see something cheap, maybe one for like 500 MT, 5,000 MT, I would definitely recommend you guys to buy it. And then once you end up buying it, you can make some MT on top of that too. Right now it's like 20,000 MT. You definitely do want to check some of these. Sometimes it's definitely a better thing to just go the old way, where you just play the games, and then that way you sell the level up card and you make some extra MT. So make sure that you guys also keep that in mind. You can still do it instantly if you want to save some time, but if you do want to walk away with some MT, I would probably sell the card instead of using it in the exchange. And we also ended up using the Anderson level up card too. Now we could have definitely sold these and made some MT, but I did want to show you guys exactly how the level up works, especially with the new system. Even though I do want to get to add a different way of getting these level up cards too, whether it's a challenge, maybe a logger code, maybe an agenda, just stuff like that. That way people can actually get these cards instead of just opening packs, because right now you guys can see they're pretty pricey. 10,000 MT, 20,000 MT we saw earlier with the Kevin Porter Jr. one, and I'm kind of curious to see how much the Paul George one is going for right here. So 60, 70,000. There's definitely some for bids, so you can definitely bid snipe them too. And you guys can see right here, it's definitely going to keep getting cheaper as you go more to the right side. 40,000 MT already. So the big brain play would still be to evo the players the old way, get some games in, get the requirements done, and if you somehow end up getting a level up exchange card, just sell it in the auction house. That way you end up making some MT on that too. And I do also want to take the Bailey one, because I feel like this one is going to be the most popular since people are trying to get the Galaxy. Oh my dude, he's more pricey than a Paul George. Whoa, 63,000 right there, and it's looking like about 60,000 MT. Yeah, so I still think the big brain play would be to sell those event cards if you do end up getting them instead of doing the exchange. Okay, so 51,000, so definitely getting pretty cheap right there. 51K, and with the way the market is right now, you never know, you might find one for the low, maybe 20,000 MT, maybe 30K, make a little bit of MT right there. And after seeing how much those level up event cards, I'm definitely gonna sell this Bailey one that I do have instead of adding it to the exchange and getting the Galaxy Opal one. I'll just evo him the regular way, get the 300 points and get the other requirements done, and so that way I still get the Galaxy Opal Bailey once I evo him and get all these requirements done, and then I also end up selling the level up event card and make some MT on that too. And so now there's two ways of evolving players in my team. You can go the old route where you end up playing some domination games, you get some games in, you score the points, the rebounds, and whatever else you got to do for the requirements, or you can go to the exchange and you lock in the player and the level up card and you get it instantly. So those right there are the ways to get the evolution players done. Don't forget that you can also still go the old way too. Like if you want to evo any player, for example, Al Harrington right here, I gotta score 150 points, 30 rebounds, and 10 shots. You can still do it the old way too. Obviously it's gonna take you a little longer instead of just instantly doing it where you lock in two things and then you end up getting the player that you wanted. And I do want to hear from you guys. What do you think about the new evolution system? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's trash? Do you think it's broken? I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. I'm gonna be reading as many comments as I can, so definitely let me know down below. Me personally, I just wish that 2K would have definitely made a different way of getting these level up cards, whether it was from the exchange, a challenge, or just a different way of getting them instead of just opening packs or buying them in the auction house, because then that way more people would have been able to instantly evo their players, and then they could have saved some time instead of playing, you know, multiple games trying to get points, rebounds, and so on. But I will say though, I do like the fact that 2K is adding something new to the evolution cards, because you know sometimes they forget about them. They don't even give us any evo players, but now they're starting to give us some more players. They're starting to give us a new way of evolving players. I just do hope that they keep it up with some more evolution cards, maybe another way of getting some level up players too, the exchange ones. And so let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I'm gonna be reading as many comments as I can. And let's go ahead and also get our pink diamond right here that we ended up unlocking through the exchange. Evolved a player without playing a single game of my team. We ended up using the level up event cards, and right there we get a pink diamond. So that's gonna be another pink diamond that we ended up getting from the exchange for locking in the players that we needed and the cards. So it's gonna be West Coast shooting guard number 1 from the Spurs out here. It's going to be, you already know, Mr. Derek out here. So that's gonna be the evolved one, the pink diamond one. We just ended up getting it. It's the level up. We use the card, we use the player, and we ended up getting it, and bam, we hit it out the park as well. And just like that, we ended up getting another pink diamond diamond from the exchange and the new system to evolve players. And so that right there, guys, is how you evolve players with the new way that 2K ended up adding. You instantly evolve them if you do have the level up cards and you do have the base card as well. So definitely keep that in mind. But you can still go the old route as well. Just sell those level up cards instead. Don't even use them. I still feel like that would probably be the big brain play. Just end up, you know, saving that, sell it, and then evolve the players if you do want to, you know, through domination or different game modes and stuff like that. So definitely keep that in mind. But for now, we're gonna call it right here with this video. I just wanted to cover exactly how it is because I wanted to see it myself too through the exchange. And now we saw that we ended up unlocking some pink diamonds and some players. And so if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see even bigger and better improvements in my team, then do me one big favor. Make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel with notifications on. Let me know what you guys think about the system. Let me know your favorite card in my team. And if you guys did enjoy this one and you want to see some more, check out the other 3 videos that I uploaded. We did a pack opening with the new packs. It was crazy. Literally the luckiest box I've ever opened. Also check out this other video where we ended up getting some logger codes. And then check out this other upload. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Flexing with the bill, roses in my wallet, and I'm flexing it for real. Racks and racks and racks, I look like rookie of the year.